Allison and David Lola are expecting identical twin girls in less than a week, but there is an air of uncertainty surrounding the occasion. The best experts in America have informed them that the egg has not entirely split, and their girls will be born together after months of testing. It's truly a case of one day at a time, really. Anything can happen. We have no idea what lies ahead, and I don't think it's possible to forecast. The twins' interconnected hearts make the doctors doubt their ability to separate them. Although the couple are unsure of the kids' outcome, they are inspired by their faith and encouraged by how well the girls appear to be doing in the womb. The couple had hoped for something better than what they received. They recently learned about a remarkable instance of twins with heart conjoined that appeared to be just as horrible as their own. Despite the dire prognosis, the twins lived. The Lawlers are now more eager to celebrate their twins after hearing this news. Allison said, "We are hoping for a miracle since we have heard of a situation in which there appeared to be one heart. But after the infants were born, the heart split apart, leaving the two babies alive and well. Therefore, that is what God has planned. The Bible makes this very clear, and we have asked for it. Tell God what you desire, and it's okay if they are together or apart. If they go to heaven, God will be with them." Using a tremendous deal of their own research on conjoined twins, the Lawlers have contested their doctor's negative diagnosis. They now know that there is no such thing as a 100% accurate prenatal test. Allison and David's courage to continue stems from their discovery of at least 2 amazing cases in which the twins survived despite having their hearts joined like their own babies. Essentially, all of their hope is placed in their prayers and in a miracle. That is where they live and where their serenity originates. And the reason they're calm is that, despite everyone's disbelief, they're holding out hope that it will turn out well. The finest case the Lawlers have located appears to support the possibility of such miracles. Prenatal scans 9 years ago showed that the identical twins the Turner family had expected had a single heart structure. The news was so awful that the girls weren't expected to live through delivery. But not only did they survive, but they also went on to change the course of medicine. Despite multiple ultrasounds performed prior to delivery, it was believed that Aisha and Taisha's hearts were as poorly connected and defective as the Lawler girls' hearts. But the Houston medical team was in for a huge surprise that no one had anticipated. A doctor remarked, "Despite taking all these tests and thinking you know the answers, you always learn something new. And in this instance, despite all of our technological advancements, we were pleased to find something we hadn't anticipated, a pleasant surprise." They were ready to take babies off as soon as they were born, and they confirmed they could survive delivery. And they have a team of doctors on ground in case of emergency. Their mother was very concerned and believed her babies would survive. Although she wouldn't have done it, when the time came, she became incredibly afraid. When they were delivered, the twins were breathing on their own. In fact, they were doing so well, they didn't need to be placed on a ventilator. The twins were so robust and healthy that the Houston doctors advised the Turners to undergo a high-risk separation, even though all of the postnatal scans revealed a deep link between the twins' heart muscles. Look, they were really happy about it. They knew there was a chance they wouldn't survive, but given their current state of health, we thought we had the best opportunity. A group of doctors, including 2 sets of anesthesiologists, 3 sets of surgeons, and 2 heart-lung machines, were present and prepared to place the twins on the machines. The intestines were separated, followed by the liver, which took some time, and finally the hearts were visible. Surprisingly, when Dr. UT opened the pericardial sac, he noticed a line of cleavage, which he proceeded to carefully peel apart bit by bit until the hearts were finally separated by themselves. They were truly intertwined, and they were only joined by a fibrous tissue thread that resembled a finger, which he cut. As the hearts fell apart, everyone exhaled and felt a sense of relief. When you see the twins now, it's nearly impossible to believe that they ever shared a chest wall and a heart. The conjoined twins of Allison and David will be born in a few days. It's time to decide how technologically advanced the hospital should be to save their babies' lives after delivery. Dr. O'Neill made the prediction, which he admitted he couldn't be certain of, that they would likely live for 3 weeks to 3 months. If they survived that long, he wouldn't be surprised, and there wouldn't be a rush to get baptized or undergo other immediate procedures. In this regard, a doctor said that his ideas are fairly straightforward. If he gives you a time frame of between 3 weeks and 3 months, then that is what happens. We've already given it a lot of thought, so let's try to keep things normal today and avoid doing too many out-of-the-ordinary things. We've already talked about how much depends on what happens when the cod is cut. Since their diagnosis, they have not received any positive news. Since Since the beginning, not a single bit of good news has been offered to them. Instead, every time you go to collect information, you have to pull away and leave with even less hope than before. It must be very difficult for a person, but I believe that their faith has enabled them to continue pursuing this and moving forward. In particular, the doctors believe that they are using their faith to strengthen their bonds for their twin girls, especially Allison, whose faith may be enabling her to say goodbye. Allison has made the decision to work until the day before the delivery in order to finish her caseload at the legal firm where she is employed, even though she is unsure of how long she will get to enjoy her children's lives. It would be a miracle if the babies could survive in their current state. We could only wish to spend as much time with them as possible. Even though the doctors aren't hopeful, they want to bring them home to love and support them. Hopefully, they will live longer than the doctors predict. Although Allison and David are aware that their chances of having children with a normal life expectancy are slim, they believe that there is a possibility that some of the tests may not be entirely correct. This is sufficient to support their doctor's preparations for an unexpectedly favorable outcome in their case. The doctor affirmed that their objective is to ensure that they prepare for unforeseen circumstances. This way, in the unlikely event that they birth babies that are more viable than expected, the protocols and pathways will be ready to go quickly, at the snap of a finger, saving them from having to deal with an emergency. If all goes according to plan, and the infants grow robust enough to be eligible for surgery, the Lawlers may have to make a dreadful decision since, if all goes as planned, there probably won't be enough heart tissue to save the lives of both babies. The other would have to be sacrificed. It would be up to the Lawlers to determine what to do. David said as a father, he wants to preserve and protect his family. He would rather give one child a normal 70-year life expectancy than two children a 36-month life expectancy. The Lawlers held their breath as they were expecting the delivery of their twins. Hope and terror entwined in their hearts. The sound of their newborn screams permeated the room in spite of everything. This is evidence of the strength of faith and fortitude. The Lawlers knew they were not alone despite the difficult path ahead. They faced the future, prepared to meet whatever challenges it may present, with love as their compass. Many conjoined twins have survived separation thanks to advancements in medical techniques, and their quality of life has frequently improved. Conjoined twins are identical twins who are joined during gestation. In the comments section, tell us what you think about these medical miracles. If you find value in the content we provide on this channel, give it a thumbs up, and please leave a comment below regarding your thoughts about our story. To get the latest update, kindly hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.